chat. Are we actually live this time? Because we went live once and then it wasn't live. Now we're live again, and I don't know if it's actually live. Okay, we're actually here this time. Okay, so I forgot what to do first. I think you put the power supply in first, right? So let's open up our power supply. Brand new, freshly unopened. And so you don't need to put it in later. It's in a completely different compartment as well with this case. So hopefully we do this right. This power supply is a little bit more wattage than I would have liked, but I was considering the overclocking and everything that I might do later on. And it had a 10-year warranty compared to the other one. So I was like, okay, well, we'll get it. So just come out of the box. Lego Stream. So right now we're like in my kitchen living room thing. It's an area you don't ever see ever. I would have done it in my living room. I usually build the things in my living room, but I figured a table would be sufficient to stream it as well. Just put that to the side for later, just in case. Because one thing that's a little annoying, but if you have to RMA something, specifically Corsair, they want every single part. Every single part. So don't throw away the box. Don't throw away any part that you don't know, or else your warranty is void and null, and you cannot RMA the part. Or you can, but you have to pay a fee. Power to the clear. Alright, yeah, here we go. So, it's all our Corsair stuff. Is it coming in camera? Okay. These are the modular plugs that come with the power supply. We don't need those just yet. We just need to put this inside of the CPU for now, or not CPU, the case. That's all we're doing right now. Just situating the power supply into the case. Ow! I just paper cut myself. See that, chat? I just paper cut me. Stupid box. Building computers is dangerous. Alright. I'm gonna need to move everything a little bit back. Means you're putting your blood into this build. It's not lying. I wish I was sponsored by a computer company. Computer parts. Would have been nice to have a discount. Alright, so how are we going to do this? So this is the RAM. It could be 64 gigs in total of RAM. I don't even know if you guys are seeing this. Yeah, 64 gigs in total RAM. We'll put that. That's one of the first things we're gonna put, because it might go in the way of the fan that we're putting in for the CPU. So it has to go in first. This is the motherboard, and we'll put this in a bit. We got our GPU. Now I didn't exactly need to get this strong of a GPU for the streaming PC. It's a 270, a 2070, but it was like $70 more than a 1070. So I was like, might as well. It's like such a jump in performance that I might as well. And then our 2950 Threadripper Ryzen, the powerhouse that's going to be streaming everything. It's going to be at such good quality, and you guys won't feel a thing, because it's all going to be compressed on my end, and then you guys are going to get the solid quality of it. Okay, so let's move this. I'm not going to remove the plastic until what you call it, until we're done with the build. Tempered glass, please handle with care. So the way this case works, it has 2 screws on the side over there, and then you just open it. Whoa. Okay. Put these over here. Wish I had a cameraman to see if I had everything in the shot. Alright. Now, okay, so this has a like hiding thing for the power supply. It's like, it's not needed. You could literally take it out and it'd be okay. This is part of the hard drive. I took it out last night because we don't need this many hard drives. I'm just gonna put this somewhere. I didn't realize these had little plastic things. I'll take those out on my own time later too. But, okay. So this in particular needs to be taken out from the back. I wouldn't have known that unless if I didn't read the manual last night. I was like, oh, I'm so ready to build this. Gonna get out the manual. I started reading, like, what the crap is this? Where do I put that? So I got the back panel. The back panel, I shouldn't have to take it out much more. I put in, last night, I put in the SSD right there and the 3 terabyte hard drive. I still need to put the 1 terabyte hard drive from my other computer in here. And then I'm undecided if I'm going to put any other hard drives in there. But definitely my media hard drive I'm going to put in there. This is fun. I'm glad you're liking it. Hopefully I'm doing a good job of showing this off. But yeah, we're going to go here in the back. Trying to see if I can move this. Alright, so in the back there are 3 screws that, here we can just turn the table, I think. There are 3 screws in the back that hold that one spot in place. Can you see that? Okay. So I loosened it up last night. I was like, I'll just do this on stream. So here's 1. Luckily they're thumb screws. Here's 2. And here's 3, right in the wires. Alright, so those 3 Make sure we keep them somewhere where we remember them. And so with that, that loosens up. Oof. That loosens. You guys see it? Yeah. So that loosens this up. And we're able to take it out. As you can see, 1, 2, and 3. Oops, holding it in place in the back. So now that we have that out, we can put in the power supply. This was on this power supply. Silent operations at low moderate loads. In this mode, the fan will not spin. I can't read the other ones. Operación a baja potencia para reducir el amperaje. En este modo, el ventilador está inactivo. That's the only one I can read. Alright, so this fan faces down because it needs to get air. You can see the holes here. It'll get air from that. So fan facing down and then an out. And it actually gets on the little, there's little rubber things in this case. So that'll reduce the sound that like the shaking of the fan makes. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so that's really simple. I don't know when we'll put this back in. So I feel like this, because I need to put the wires that I need through here in a bit. Or through the back. You can also go through the back. I don't think I need any wires to go through the front actually. Yeah, most of the wires will always route out to the back, so maybe we can put this in already. But we do need to secure that in, and I need the screws to do that. So the case came with this, a bunch of screws without any names on it. Kind of just put it where it fits, I guess. Got plastic on my feet. Let's see. So it's kind of small, but it should still fit. I just don't see the spots. Let's see. I think it would be these screws. I'm just going to have to see which ones fit. So is it this? No, these are too fat. Too fat for that hole. Might be these. Might be these screws. Still a bit fat, but I think these are exactly it. Or maybe not. They might be just slightly too fat. No fat shaming here. But if you're not gonna fit, it's no good to me. Well, you guys can't see what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to see if this fits. No, these definitely don't fit. I think I can force them to fit, but you don't want to force them to fit. It's not the right ones. If it's not those, then it has to be this one, right? These are close to the same size. Oops. I've lost screws so many times just because it slips, and I'm looking everywhere and it never, like, it like instantly disappears and I never find them again. There's a couple screws on my other PC that are gone forever because I don't know where I'm sure they're actually inside the case too. Like, there has to be. I don't know if these are the ones. I wonder if the manual says. It should, right? The manual should say. Let's find out. Yeah, the table's not that stable. Don't mind the table. We're fine. Hopefully. Specifications, accessories, brackets. Is that what I'm looking for? I don't think so. Accessories. There's an accessories. Page 3. This is the accessory. Okay. No, that's specifications. What's page 8? I'm looking for page 8. Okay, screws. Yeah, but this doesn't tell me what goes with what. Wait, maybe the... You know what? The power supply probably came with its own screws. Maybe. I lied. There's no screws. Just kidding. No, wait. These aren't screws either. The other power supply I had came with its own screws. But apparently not this one. So, again, which screws? It doesn't tell us. Well, I imagine it would give me the exact number, right? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. And I need 1, 2, 3. I just need 3 out of the 6. Reservoir, hook and loop, pumpkin, reservoir, HDD, fan, the PSU, bracket, HDD, PSU, brackets. Alright, so the 5, the ones we were trying, and then there's thumb screws. We could do the thumb screws. PSU, bracket, HDD cages. Yeah, let's do the thumb screws. So we have some extra thumb screws in here. That'll make it easier. I love thumb screws. I wish all screws were thumb screws. How old is your old PC? I built my older streaming PC in 2012, I want to say. And I built that as a normal stream slash gaming PC. So I would stream and I would game on it. And that's the PC that I kind of just started messing around with, seeing like, oh, maybe I can stream and stuff. Then I built a gaming PC last year, and that improved the stream so much. Like, that was a huge leap. But my older PC was still not, it was still chugging. It was still not as good. But the quality still did jump a good bit. Now, the quality is going to skyrocket. So I'm looking forward to that with this PC. Okay, so let's put this in. We only need 3 of the screws, which is perfect. 3 thumb screws. Okay. Nope, that's backwards. Fan needs to face out. Yes. Oh yeah, you guys can't see me putting it in. Alright. fans need to face out. This is kind of difficult because this panel's in the way. There, we got one, I think. Alright, we need a screwdriver to actually tighten it. Right now, get the other screw in. That's the wrong one. One more. I think that wasn't bad. Yeah, one more. I think this one's the important one. Alright. Okay, we got that in. So PSU screwed in, then it just gets covered up by this anyway. So okay. We'll just leave it like that. We won't screw it in just yet. Okay, so what's next? We put in the PSU. That means it's ready for the motherboard, huh? Maybe we will screw one in. Can't see. Is there a way to take this out? No, I have to unscrew it to get it out. It's more hassle than it's worth. Okay, I see one we can screw. Now we're only screwing this in so it doesn't like accidentally move around while we're putting in the motherboard and all that. I'm hugging my PC or case. Is it screwing in? Yeah, no, yeah, no. I don't know if it's screwing in. This is going to take a lot longer than 2 hours. Am I turning it the right way? Might not be. No, I was. Okay. There, finally. Now that screw in. Okay. Now we have that screw in, we'll just leave the one screw and we'll do the rest in a bit. Got yourself upgrading your PC soon? Whew. I'm really glad I'm upgrading mine. Alright, so motherboard time. That means we lay this flat. Yeah, we lay this flat. You gotta be careful because of the glass panel. If it was easy to take the glass panel out, I would. But unfortunately, it's not. But I should probably close it just so no accidents happen. Safety first. Just screw one of the screws in and we'll lay it down. It's a really heavy case. You can hear me winded. It's not that heavy, I'm just really out of shape. Oh, this is gonna be a little problem. So it was using the weight to open itself. It was using its own weight to open itself, but the weight of the glass was keeping it down. And there's only like a little thing here for pressure. Out of shape but healthy? Yeah. I'm a healthy boy. Alright, can you guys see okay? I need to somehow put this up. If I can. Okay. There, you guys can see that. So this is kind of a delicate part. Where it is? Okay, so we have our motherboard. It's not the most delicate part, but you do want to be careful. Don't want to be like willy-nilly with it. So before we put in our motherboard, we got the I/O thing that sticks on the side of a case. And it makes it look pretty and everything. So we're gonna stick this on. Let's see. Can't believe it goes in this way. Where does it go from the other? Okay, it goes in this way, and you want to, oops, just some paper. We're good. You want to push it in till it snaps in on all four corners if possible. Sometimes this is difficult. Where's my screwdriver? It's supposed to snap in and it won't come out, but I'm really bad at this. Snap. Again, what makes this hard is this glass panel. Because usually I'd be able to just do it easily, but this makes me not have an arm available to me. It's just this one corner now. Still not in. You know why it's not in? Because there's a wire in the way. Okay. Hopefully that didn't mess with the cooling fan. Well, I don't think it was. Maybe I'm just making up excuses. I'm still bad at this. Positioning on this is hard. I know it would make it easier. I just don't want to do it. It is a hassle. It's like screwed on by like 6 different screws, and we'll try it. We'll keep trying to do without putting that together for a little while longer before I give up. Can somebody type !time for me? And you know what time it is. Because like I said, I have guests coming at 7:30. So we may have to cut it short. But if anything, I'll come back after they leave. Continue building. Because I'm not going to sleep until this thing is built. That is for sure. And I wanted to at least get one test stream tomorrow. And then tomorrow we can do more GameStop giveaways and stuff. It is 5 or 6 o'clock, so I got an hour and a half, more or less. It seems like it's a hassle. Yeah, but I don't wanna. There. Did it, I think. See, I didn't need to do that. Done. I think. Yeah, that's done. Alright. So now the motherboard. So the motherboard is an eATX motherboard, meaning it is extended and a little bit bigger than normal motherboards, which is also a reason why we need a little extended, a little bit bigger than normal case. But you need to see that all the screws are in place. So this comes in a protective plastic, so it doesn't, you get no static from it. So you know this is fragile. And you want to be careful with what you do. Now what is this? Hold on. Why is this wire just randomly in here? What is it? 1 second. Chat. ¿Qué? Aquí te van a dar. Sí. las 7:30. Well, tal vez no termino. ¿Sí? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so it looks like everything is in place. Ollie, how's it going? Got a modular PSU? Yes. Better stick in the mobile cables before installing. Before installing the Mobo? I was thinking about that, but I wasn't sure. I mean, either way, it should be fine, right? Here's the motherboard cable. Yeah, I'll just do it later. It's kind of a hassle to do it right now, specifically. Yeah, it's kind of a hassle to do it right now. So now what we want to do is screw in the motherboard. And let me see which is the right, which is the correct screws. Such a struggle afterwards. I mean, we'll be fine. It'll be thick. Okay, so the screws, we want to motherboard, standoff, motherboard. Got 23 of these screws. Okay, so those are the two motherboard ones, the standoffs and the 23 ones. So whichever I have 23 of doesn't really help me. And they're flat screws, flat round screws, pretty short. Okay, let me see them. So we just need 9 of these. this corner first. Yeah, that seems right. So putting one at each corner and then go into the center. Now you don't want to tighten them up real tight because that actually has messed me up before. My computer wouldn't turn on until I loosened up the screws, and I was freaking out the entire time. But loosening up the screws somehow fixed it. So what I'm just gonna like slightly screw them in. Whole tub of thermal paste. I mean, I'm gonna have to. Have you seen a Ryzen? They're huge. Full entire tub. How much did I spend? It's about 3,000. This entire build. And got it to as close as 3,000 as possible. I don't remember the exact number. A little over 3,000. But it's specifically a work PC, so it'll be doing a lot of work. 27, is it? No, I don't have anything to show you my specs right now. But it's a 2070, because it was $50 more, $70 more than a 1070. We got a 2950X AMD Ryzen Threadripper. The 64 gigabytes of RAM at 3200 megahertz. You got an SSD, a 3 terabyte HDD, a 500 gigabyte NVMe SSD. I can't think of anything else at the moment. An absolute beast. Yeah, it's going to be doing all the streaming. This is specifically a streaming PC. We're going to be streaming at such good quality. Yeah, I'm just sticking them in real quick, and then we'll tighten them up. Be easier to do that way. used to think building a PC was hard, it just takes some time. It takes some time, and you're basically putting things in like Lego pieces. It's really not hard to build. Troubleshooting it is kind of annoying. Oh, you know what? Once we put this in, remind me. I'll probably remember. Remind me to put the NVMe in. NVMe SSD in, because it'll actually go under the GPU. This particular motherboard has two spots for the NVMe drive. It has one over here. This, I don't know if you can see it, but there's one right here. You stick it vertically, and you can have an NVMe drive like that. Or there's one like under this faceplate right here, which you have to unscrew to get. But it's nice that it has some protection. My other PC doesn't have that protection. It just kind of sticks in there. Okay. So I think all the screws are in. Double check. Alright, so let's unscrew this faceplate. This screw actually won't work, so use our smaller screwdriver. Take this little faceplate out. It's just that. Remove. So we got this little faceplate out of there. Apparently you're supposed to remove this. I assume it helps insulate, makes it so it doesn't get hot. I don't know why it wouldn't already be removed, but I'm sure there's tons of people who didn't remove this. There. It's slightly sticky. I might have made a mistake. We'll find out. We'll find out if I made a mistake. It seems kind of like thermal paste, but not really. So touching it, I might have made a mistake. But then again, it's just the NVMe, so it's not crucial. So this is our NVMe. This is really tiny compared to my hand. It's not even the full size of my hand. This is basically the size of a flash drive. And so this is 500 gigabytes of NVMe. There, you guys see it. Now the NVMe will actually stick up a little bit until you secure it in. But the face plate, I believe, was securing it in. So it's like a paste in pillow form. Oh, I see. Yeah, that was confusing. But hopefully it's me touching it didn't mess it up or anything. RTX GPU, yeah, 2070. Okay, because it was $500, not 500. It was like $70 more than a 1070. So it's like, okay. Alright, that should be fine. Put the screws back in. Alright, so our NVMe drive is installed and hopefully works okay. Shouldn't heat up or anything, hopefully. Yeah, the box, this entire thing is built around airflow, so it has good airflow. I was gonna go with water, an AIO, but I was looking up all these reviews and the Nautica kept beating all the water solutions. So I was like, screw it, we're going with the air solution. $400 FPS, I think, maybe 200. Okay, so we have the motherboard in. We got some HDDs and SSDs and put in. What should we do next? I don't ever remember the order that we should do this. The Be Quiet. I was gonna go with the Be Quiet as well, but I forgot what we went with. It's still pretty good what we went with. What should be done next? The RAM? We can stick in the RAM, yeah. So we have 64 gigs of RAM. I need to check the manual real quick. I don't remember the order of which RAM goes in which slots. So let's see. Before we proceed, motherboard, central systems, CPU, DIMM installation, 6.2. Wait, no, 2.6. Reading that backwards. During fan installation. Yeah, you're right. We'll figure that out later. That's fine. Whatever. I should have done that. I should have. It's because it does get annoying. But I also wanted to make sure. Yeah, I should have done that. Rip me. Can somebody type !time for me? At 7:30, I'm gonna have to go, and we're gonna have to leave this undone. But I'll be back after my appointment. So we got an hour. Give up and unscrew the mopo. That's too much work. It doesn't tell me anything about where to put in the RAM. So 1, 2. So, okay. You guys see the RAM slots, right? Now, do I put it in 1 and 3 and then 1 and 3 again? Or am I supposed to do it differently? Because I'm not seeing it in the manual. We got 4 sticks of RAM, 16 gigs each. Yes, this is the Threadripper 2950X. Hey Wank, good to see you. Thanks, Wank. Need help with any? I need help figuring out where to stick my RAM. We have 4 sticks of RAM, but I'm not sure which slots I'm supposed to put them in. I could look it up, but I was looking in the manual. I don't see anything about it. What Mobo is it? This is the ROG Strix 3X399E gaming motherboard. Not that really means the gaming part. Not that actually means anything. There's only like 5 motherboards that have the Threadripper usable in it. I assume it's just 1 and 3, 1 and 3. But the manual doesn't say anything about it. Install PCI, SATA, DIMM installation. So this is all it tells me. You want to stick in the RAM be sure to stick it in the RAM slot. Thanks, manual. 114. Page 114. Show us the config. How many 6? We got 4, yeah. Didn't know it mattered. I'm pretty sure it matters. I always see people putting it in different slots, and usually it would just be 1 and 4, but I have 8 slots of RAM on this, and this is my first motherboard with 8 slots of RAM. We have 4 16 gig cards. So it's 1, 3, 6, and 8. 1, 3, 6, and 8. So 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, you're sure about that? Look at page 15. Thank you. Alright. Oh, here we go. Thank you. You're right. Recommended memory config for 4 sticks of RAM. So 1, 3, 6, 8. 1, 3, 6, 8. Sorry for the background noise. Alright, thank you. 1, 3, 6, and 8. On Intel's 1, 3, 6, and 8. I guess here as well. Yeah. Used to work at a PC shop? Really? That's cool. Which way does it go? 1, 3, 6, and 8. And okay, it goes this way. Not at all. It goes the other way. Alright, I was right the first time. Okay, that clicked in place. 1, 3. That clicked in place. Although this one seems off. There. One, 3, and then 6 and 8. Oh, these are... Okay, I was putting them the same way as that one, but they're not. I was like, why isn't this fitting? This seems off. But they're flipped compared to the other ones. There. Alright, there. All clicked in. Good to go. Alright. Man, the scary part's coming up next, isn't it? It's the CPU. I'm always so nervous to put in the CPU. Oh, the specs, that's for my gaming PC. Yeah, a lot of people use Kappa to be a dick to other people. So I just took it out. Makes people have to make good jokes. Ha! What's the case? The case is this one. It's pretty nice. Good airflow. Alright. Man, I really don't want to put this CPU in yet. What time is it? Do we have time? Because this is going to take some time. We have an hour. RGB version? Yeah, this is... Wait, I don't know. I think there is some RGB in this. But I didn't really focus on that. But my entire build had RGB stuff anyway, so I was like, well, I at least want to see the RGB. So I went with the glass to be able to see inside. But I wasn't really planning on doing too much with it. I mean, even my RAM sticks are RGB. Alright, man, okay, so what's next, chat? We have this. We'll stick this in later, whatever. We'll do the power wires later. I guess we should get the CPU ready. It's humongous Ryzen CPU. Using the Nautica for air. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Put the thermal paste in first, and then put the CPU on. Oh, is that how? Yeah. They tried to return it. Oh man, no. Please don't do that to people. Okay, chat. I guess we'll open this up. Oh. It's a little dirty. Where is the knife I just had? Oh. Alright, so how do we open this? This is such a weird case. Threadripper. Rip here. Threadripper here. Okay. This is like the weirdest. It's like a treasure chest. Oh, there we go. Half the price of this Threadripper is just in the box. How do I grab it? I just push here. I don't get it. I give up, chat. We can't get the CPU out. Good night, chat. Have a good. Thanks for joining me. I need to hit the gym. It's not even that. It's, I want to be like sensitive to it, but like, I don't know when. This is like in the way. Oh wait, here we go. I think no, this is the screwdriver that comes with it. Now what? So we take the jewel casing out. Okay, wait. We're getting somewhere, chat. Little by little. I think just kidding. I broke the case, chat. It's all over. I don't know what to do, chat. This is so confusing. Somebody get me instructions on how to open the Ryzen box. I'm almost legit not lying. I'm almost not kidding. No spoilers for Rico. No backseating. Hit it with a hammer. Why would they make this so complicated? Oh, okay. So, for future reference, just pull on the top and it'll come out. You're welcome, chat. Achievement unlock. See, told you. You told me. I didn't see it. I missed it. Alright, so we got out of the outer case. Now we gotta get to the inner case. first, we don't get touch this. We gotta actually open it up first. So first we have the Threadripper screwdriver. It comes with a screwdriver specifically for the motherboard. Now, like I said, I have to get going soon, so we might end up just putting in the CPU, and then I'll come back to do the cooler and everything else later tonight. But remember to hit the follow button, chat. Don't hit that follow button. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go in like 40 minutes. 50, 40. And I don't want to rush this process either, so. One, they're numbered. So 1. Oh wait, it's telling me right here. To open it, please do 3, 2, and 1. It actually tells you on the motherboard itself. So 3, 2. This is really different from a normal motherboard. 1. And it pops up. Alright. So now, what's the next step? This cost around 3,000. Everything all together, about 3,000. It's gonna be a beast of a streaming PC. A beast. Okay, so the next part is we lift these two latches from the... Alright, and that pops up. And this is where you put the CPU actually. You slide this out. The carrier frame with CPU. Okay. No, we don't want to take this out just yet. In fact, I'm nervous not knowing the next step, so I'm putting that back down. Okay, so, alright. Oh, one second. Did he die? Is my stream dead? Chat, do you still hear me? No, it's fine? Okay. So taking this, or getting it ready rather, not taking it out just yet. It's in like a plastic enclosure, so this is actually easier to install than most CPUs, but it's still, this is the main, this baby right here, this is the main thing that we need to be careful with. This is the entire reason we have this build. This is me on the inside. New Threadripper. that's gonna go this way. Okay. That's gonna go this way, and alright, we'll lift this. This is gonna come off. Alright, just keeping it loose. And here's our nude Threadripper again. You guys see it pretty good? Nice and purty. Can I zoom in on this app? No, I can't. Alright, here we go, chat. Look at that. There we go. Easy. Easy, chat. First try. Easy. This game's too easy. Where's my where's my screwdriver? There we go. One. There's like 0 mistakes that you can make on that too. Two. This isn't tightening up. I think I did this one too tight. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the other one was too tight. You don't want to make it too tight. You just want to make it so that when you're loosely putting it in, that's just enough. If you're barely pushing it and it's still spinning, then you need to tighten it just a little bit more. Okay, I think that's tight enough. That's tight enough. That's tight enough. Alright, it's in. Next part is also just as stressful because the way the Ryzen works, since it's such a big CPU, a little bit of thermal paste isn't enough. You can't just put a dot. Most CPUs, you put a dot, a pea-sized dot, and you're good to go. This one, not so much. There's a lot of ground to cover here. And my cooling fan, like most CPUs, they have, right now most CPUs are just a circle and they don't cover the entire CPU. But I got a cooling fan specifically for this that will cover the entire CPU. So I need to look up a video where they do this correctly. give me a second on that. And I don't think we need this. What is this for? We don't need this, do we? This is an important part, right? This is useless, right? Dang extra pieces. That's the liquid mounting adapter thingy. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that in a video. Okay, you're right. Let's see. So what next? I think it's the time for the cooler, but I also feel like I should be doing some wiring first, because after the cooler ends, this is going to be really annoying. Luckily, I do have, this is a full tower case, so I am going to have some room to work with. But still. Yeah, the circular ones don't cover it 100%, which is why I went with this, the air cooling one, because it does. There's a couple of the AIOs that do cover it all the way, but they've been getting like really bad reviews. And the Nautica is the only one that has consistent good reviews, so I went with the Nautica air cooling. It is a massive fan. It does not match my CPU, but screw it. It doesn't match my PC at all. It's like ugly brown. Who thought a fan should be ugly brown? Let's make it this color. We have some extras of these. But it's an ugly brown. Do we really want to ship that out? I mean, nobody that cares is gonna buy it. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay. I care. This gigantic, bigger than my hand CPU. The Nautica NH U14S TR4SP3. TR4 is for specifically for this one. For this. Now supposedly this might come pre-installed with some paste, in which case we need to be careful, and if anything with cooling ends up being a problem, we'll have to reapply that, but that can be later on the line, or we'll just apply it right now. Can you guys see me? You guys can't see me, huh? So let's move this Ryzen stuff out of the way. What is in this? What's in here? Okay, something just flew out. Here we have some thermal paste. Some Nautica thermal paste, and whatever that is, I don't know what that is. Common parts. Thank you for sharing. Okay, there's no pre-applied paste, I think. Then why is this here? There might be pre-applied paste. No, that's just keeping it clean. Okay. Let me see what's going on. We do need to get some alcohol. I need some cleaning solution before we even try this. And then I need to see specifically What are these? I don't know what these are for. Vodka! Speaking of drinking, I am thirsty, so I'm gonna go grab a drink. Be right back. Come on, Chad, I can't find the alcohol. Okay, I found the alcohol. Now I need to find a piece of cloth that I can use. Okay. So, oh no, my phone is in low power mode anyway. Man, just in time too. So, okay. It's at 20%. Do we want to do this right now, chat? This is such a delicate part. Up to you. Finish tomorrow. I'm not gonna finish tomorrow, but I'm gonna finish it tonight. The thing is that I'm gonna have guests soon, and I'm gonna have to go anyway, and I don't want to rush through this either. That's my main concern right now, is that I don't want to rush through this part, especially the putting of the thermal paste. And don't rush it. If anything, we can at least start doing some of the other stuff before we put in the cooler. That way, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll put in the cooler. We'll put in the cooler after, but let's start putting some of the other stuff in. Like, for example, let's see how the GPU is gonna fit, because that's actually going. I may need to adjust how the cooler sits on the GPU or on the CPU. So yeah, that's important. That's a good thinking, chat. That's a good idea. That's why you're my chat. So we're gonna be putting this in. EVGA 2070 should be good. And if it breaks or anything, we'll have my other GPU as a backup, so I'm not too worried. I've seen some reviews, and they're either really good reviews or, hey, this GPU died in 3 days reviews. But I'm not too worried about it. It's a really weird case, by the way. It literally cuts it in half. Electronic sensitive. 3 days sounds like user error. Yeah, that's why I wasn't too concerned. But still, if there happens to be like a defective batch or something, but I'm not too worried again. I'm just gonna keep telling myself I'm not too worried. If I keep telling myself I'm not too worried, then I won't be too worried. It'll be fine. This ASMR GPU opening. Look at that. Has the plastic still on it. Let's take the plastic off together, chat. Shiny. Now, I'm not sure, I'm not gonna keep this in. I just need to make sure that there's clearance between this and that. The fan and the place where I'm putting the GPU. So I'm pretty sure to go in this slot. The first and the second slot is going to be taken. The next slot will be taken by my capture card, I believe. forget, unclick that. Can't see. Can't tell if I'm putting this in correctly or not. Hold on, let me go to the other side. Okay, yeah, I was nowhere near where I was supposed to be. I think that's correct. No, that's a bit off. I think this is actually going to go into the third slot as well. It's not supposed to, but I think that's where I'm getting the problem. I think maybe the first slot doesn't even come off. Yeah, so now it just goes in easily. Yeah, the first slot doesn't even come off. So let's put that one back in. Maybe if I... Huh. That's weird. But okay, I'll take it. Another fan there if needed. Okay. So now the GPU is in. I don't plan on keeping it in like I said for now, but I mean, technically after we get the CPU fan in, all I will need is to put all the power cables in, and then that's that. And then we'll have a new PC. Just need to make sure that it works after that. What time is it, chat? It's 7:13. What else can we do before putting the CPU? Should we do some of the wiring? Maybe some of the wiring. For example, let's put in the SSD wiring. If we can. So that includes power for the SSD. Or rather, we're not going to be able to do that completely because this is over it. I don't feel like taking it off right now. But we'll at least get it ready, yeah? I think. Though this can actually... Oh, so I did put this backwards. Yeah, I did put this in. Because I was thinking... Okay, so originally... I don't think you can see it. So I was putting this in last night, and I was like, man, why? So this is down, and that's up. I was like, man, they made me put the SSD in, and it's going to be backwards, so if you look inside the glass case, it's going to be upside down. What? Okay, whatever, I guess. But now I realize that there's holes over here. Because I was thinking you put in the wires and, like, stick everything in there. But this hole over here is way bigger. So, well, let's take that out real quick. If I can find my screw. What do I do with my screwdriver, chat? Not the big one, the smaller one. I mean, I can try a different... No, that's not gonna work. Chat, what did you do with it? I can't find my screwdriver. I can't wait to see it turned on either. So this is another HD rack. Oh, we're at 10% health, chat. We're 10%. We're gonna have to go soon anyway. Chat, this has been fun building with you. It has actually been pretty entertaining. I was going to not do this. I thought it would be awkward. And like, who would want to watch me build something really badly? But it's been nice to do this. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for your support, as always. And if I could just find my screwdriver. I can't find my screwdriver, chat. It's too messy. It's probably under the case, to be honest. I'm almost... No, it wouldn't be under the case. Would it? No. Because I used it while it was open. Is it on the floor? It is not on the floor. It's not in here. Hold on, I need something to like sweep this dust away. Before we close it, because that needs to stay clean, or as clean as possible before we finish this. We're almost done, chat. Like I said, I'll be back later tonight to finish the build. Oh, I found a screwdriver. I'll be back later tonight to finish the build, either way. Or covered up by the manual. Oh, you're right. You could have done that too. But... Oops. Yeah, it was covered up by the manual over here. Where am I headed? I have guests coming at 7:30 supposedly. I used to be a missionary, and so I would go around. I was one of those guys with ties and the name badge and white shirts, dress pants that go on bikes and like they go everywhere. I used to be one of those people. Um, those missionaries, they go out for 2 years and then they come back home. Sister missionaries came by the other day and I invited them back over. So they're supposed to be coming by in like 20 minutes or so. And I promised them that I would be around, so. And I don't want to be like one of those people when I was on my mission. I'd be like, yeah, you can come by. And then, actually, I'm kind of busy. I don't want to be that guy. So, yeah. I want to be reliable. And the rifle. Alright, let's get this. I think I can get this. It's such an awkward... I didn't even screw this in with screws, I remember. I screwed it in with my hand, so this should just come out really easily. I was doing this last night. It was like, where does this go? Oh, that's cool. Put it right here. Oh, I don't want to go get the screws. I'm too lazy. I'll just stick it in, and I'll tighten it up later. And actually, I completely forgot that I even said I was going to tighten it up later. This is a hard drive, by the way. An SSD hard drive. It is a lot faster than a normal hard drive. And the NVMe is 4 times faster than this one. So, there's the NVMe hard drive connected directly to the computer. There is the SSD, which is this one. It's 1 terabyte. So, that's going to hold in a bunch of programs and things that I may use every here and there. The NVMe is going to have things that I use every single day, hence Chatty, OBS, anything that has to do with OBS, videos and all that. That's going to go over in the NVMe. Then I have the storage drive. One is movies, and I haven't decided what the other one's going to be. I just was like, oh, okay, well, I need 3 terabytes. Let's get 3 terabytes. Alright, that seems like good storage. But yeah, the other one's just straight up movies. For a movie night. I'll try to have more movie nights. But if you guys didn't already know, Mechabear _ she has movie nights every week. Every Saturday, I think now she's changed it to Saturdays. It used to be every Monday. But now it's every Saturday. So I've been joining her every Saturday, every movie night. Last week we watched Searching. It was pretty good. Everybody seemed to like it. I was okay with it. It wasn't like amazing or anything. Might have been because I spoiled it for myself at first. Because she played it twice that night. And the first time I caught the tail end of it and kind of spoiled the main spoiler for me. So I was like, well, I missed it all. Whoops. And then she was like, it was so good. It was so really good. I was, you gotta watch it. I'm gonna play it again and see who else wants to watch it. I was like, alright, Mecca. Let's watch it. Everybody else was like, man, this is pretty good. And she never freaks out about movies. She usually gets ADD and stops paying attention to movies. So I went ahead and I was like, well, she likes it that much. Let's go ahead and watch it. And though I don't know if she's going to do a stream tonight because of all those technical difficulties. Aww. She doesn't even need to host it. She just needs to watch with everybody. Alright. I'm sure she could watch it. She's been playing Minion Masters and falling asleep playing Minion Masters. Okay. So now we have this flipped over. Now it looks nice. Samsung logo facing correctly and not upside down randomly. I'm going to be able to put the wires in easily, I think. Should be. Now, for the SSD in general, I don't think it really matters how much you tighten them up or not. So just tighten it up so it's secure. Doesn't really matter though. I don't think. The important thing is that it doesn't just jiggle around or anything when you're moving it. One of the nice things about the main nice thing about an SSD is that it's non-moving memory. An HDD has a spin drive. It needs to spin in order to read, in order to write. The disk inside will spin, 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 spin. That makes it so it reads and writes at a slower rate. Solid state drives don't need to do that. They just search for it, in and out, and good to go. There used to be a rumor that it can only read and write so much. But as time has moved on, I think they've kind of confirmed that that was like an urban myth. But people will still tell you that, hey, don't write too much to your SSD, don't delete too much to your SSD, because they only have so many times you can read and write, so don't do it. But it's not. I think we're pretty much at the point where we've proven that that's not a thing. That's not something to worry about. Like, yeah, don't overdo it. Like, don't put in a terabyte and then delete a terabyte and then put in a terabyte and then delete a terabyte and put in a terabyte. And, like, don't overwork it. But I think you're fine for the most part. Wait, this last screw. Oh, it's almost 7:30. My battery's about to go out anyway. If my battery does go out, chat, head on over to Sammy or Mecca. If Mecca's on, head on over to Mecca. If Sammy's still on, head on over to Sammy and do a lazy raid for me. I'll go to my PC and do a lazy raid as well. But or whoever it auto hosts, if it does auto host. Gosh dang it, come on, get in. Alright, there we go. Churiredo. I believe they actually can, but companies have built-in features to help prevent that, and they have also so many rights to a point that it shouldn't matter. Yeah. Mika Bear, head over to Mika. Hi, Mika. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sending me right here, Mika. Why do people say Mika? I guess because M-E in English is me, but like, I don't know. Mecca. Mecca. It doesn't even follow the rules of English to make that an E sound. Because the rules of English to make that an E sound is that there needs to be an E vowel at the end. So it would be like mek-ke, and so that will turn into me-ke. But it's, yeah, people are just dumb. Mika, beer. Okay, we have this sitting correctly now. Let's put in, we'll just put in the wire, SSD wire. The SSD connects by these simple wires. We can use an L wire. I didn't even know I had an extra L. So that's nice. I'm just biting through it. The SSDs usually, these wires usually come with the motherboard, I've noticed. I was thinking that I need to go buy it. It never comes with the actual hard drive, but with the motherboard, they usually have two of them. So we're gonna just stick this over here, just so it's ready for later. And that's gonna, I think, easily go through. And that's gonna go in the slots easily, but I wonder if I can put it closer. Let's see. We can get it to go through here, and that'll make it closer. I'm trying to actually like do this so like it looks nice on the inside, and that's one of the main things about this case in general is that it's made to cover up a lot of the wiring, so it actually looks nice when you look, because it's a glass case, so having it look nice is nice. Having it look nice, now that's nice. Let me tell you. You know what's not nice? When it doesn't look nice. That's not nice. Tell you what. Tell you. Missionaries are late, aren't they? I was always either super late or super early to my meetings as a missionary. Never on time. I wonder if they'll be coming, though. I don't know what kind of sisters, missionaries they are. Alright. We have this. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll stick this in. Perfect. Alright, so now this is what will be sending data to the PC. And that's connected. Good to go. So now there's an HD in here as well. And we should just need this cable. And that'll connect in the back, like so. And then pop that in. And then, how much battery do I have, chat? Most of the cases from the start, yeah, I really did. It's 7:31, so I imagine they're close by. Oh, but what? I'm at 1% chat, so, alright, we're gonna stop here. We're going to do the rest when we come back. But thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate you all. Can somebody spam, is Mecca on? If she's not on, then why is the RAM in, the cooler not on? Listen, We're gonna do that later because we wouldn't have time. But follow the channel. I'll be back on later tonight. I have to get going. We're at 1% anyways. So I'll see you guys later tonight if you guys are awake. If not, I'll be finishing this build later tonight anyways. Nope, she's not on. Alright, everybody, can somebody spam Hot Sammy Slizz's stream and put Lazy Sleepers and Resident Sleepers? I gotta go. Take care, chat. Bye. That's the doorbell. That was the doorbell. Alright, bye. Spam Hot Sammy Sliz.